I really hope that's how the stream starts.
Wait, I got this. Nobody say a word.
It's already starting. You could go for it. You gonna say anything?
I'm gonna try to talk to my whale. I mean my turtle and whale. Get off that rock, Chris.
So, anyways, welcome to whatever in the world just happened. I apologize for this man over here. His name is Aaron. He will be leaving soon, and we won't have to deal with his nonsense and negligence. Anyways, Aaron, I'd like for you to introduce yourself without getting us arrested.
My name is Aaron.
That's Aaron. Traffic Jam, I missed you. I love you, Traffic Jam. Justin, I don't know if you remember when we used to do companions a lot and everything. Traffic Jam was another one of my number one fans, alongside with Sebastian, Sebi. I made him like the one of the moderators. Traffic Jam, I love you. You obviously know who I am. Traffic Jam, I don't remember if you remember Justin. Justin, introduce yourself.
Hey, how you doing, Traffic Jam? It's me, Justin, your boy from previous companions. How are you?
Traffic Jam, Justin was on a previous companion on a different channel that I used to do this on. I stopped doing it on that channel because I got a copyright strike like 3 minutes into doing a companion once. So I switched over to this channel. Traffic Jam, I missed you. I missed everyone. I missed everything. I missed out doing a lot of things on this. I missed doing companions, but life gets in the way of a lot of things. And I'm surprised. Traffic Jam, do you have notifications on for my channel? If you do, I love you. I absolutely love you. Because that's just amazing. Okay, well, Justin apparently is able to see his own breath, and now he thinks that he's a vape lord.
I thought he saw a ghost over there or something. I was like,
that too.
I've been waiting for that like all fucking season to be able to see my breath. And this is going to be probably the one and only time it gets cold enough here to do it.
Listen, we're in Arizona, so we're not used to cold weather. And yeah, absolutely. I thank you, Traffic Jam, for having notifications on all the time. Because without that, I mean, I don't know what the heck we're doing anymore.
well, without that, we'd have no viewers right now.
Yeah. I mean, I already have 2 viewers.
Notification Squad.
Notification Squad. Yo, I feel like I need to pay Traffic Jam. What am I doing? Anyways. Listen, I made this thing called Sad Boi Hours, little podcast thing. Mainly like a talk thing that we can do.
Is that what this is called?
Yeah, it's called Sad Boi Hours. Okay. The backdrop for our video was made by a dear friend, Sebi. In a last podcast that I did with Aaron over here, I had mentioned I was eating a bag of Tostitos. And I got really bored, and nobody was saying anything, and so I was just like, you know what? Here's a word from our sponsors, and I took this Tostitos bag, put it in front of the camera, and I'm like, Tostitos, eat this fucking bag, and yeah, ever since then, I mean, it's kind of a thing. And I also found wolf tickets, so if y'all want some wolf tickets, I'll actually print that out and send them to you. Why not? Just ask me, and I might do it. I may not, but oh well. Anyways, I did this so we could talk about MMA mainly. We can obviously go into any other topic we would like to, just because why not? Aaron, you seem like you want to talk about something that's not MMA related, but go for it.
So I decided to look up Sad Boi Hours on Reddit, and I came across saying, "Hey there, culties, it's me, ya boy. This is the updated list of the current members of the cultiest Cult McFace, where we kill every third baby to make the fruit grow bigger and wear robes and shit and sacrifice and banish and shun people. We grow stronger every day. 2 days ago we had mere 15 culties. Now we're a whopping 25, and here they are." And they literally like, there's actually like El Jefe, the Aussie who handles the haters, the Grandmaster, the London set, culty, the sacrifice, and the ritual leader, the fifth in command, and master of the kinky stuff.
You know, I am now going to say I might need to rethink the name of this podcast.
Can you imagine you get hit by with a copyright strike by some cult?
If I get hit by a copyright strike for this, buy that Colt, I will probably stop doing YouTube in general. I don't think it's worth it anymore, honestly. Like, what's even there to do anymore? If I'm gonna get hit with a copyright strike by a bunch of people from Reddit, what's wrong with my life?
Should I join them?
No, if you do, I will literally make you leave right now, and you're joining them. Anyways, so Aaron's gonna leave.
You'll have to exit the garage, sir.
You'll have to leave. Exit the premises, aka just literally walk probably like 10 feet.
And then we'll press a button and then you'll be on your way.
Regardless, that's fine. I'm really surprised Aaron was able to find something like that. I thought I had original ideas. Turns out I don't have an original thought on my body. Justin, is there anything you want to talk about in specific at all?
That I want to talk about in specific at all? Not really, but I know that the big topic here that you wanted to go over was the whole Bellator thing.
Yes, Bellator is a failing company, as we all know. I'm kidding. I don't know how Bellator statistics are. Apparently, they did really well going up against UFC 220, or was it? Which one? Which UFC was it when Stipe fought in Ngannou? Was it 220?
Yeah, that was 220.
Was it?
No.
Yeah, it had to be because 221 was just last weekend.
Yeah.
So yeah, at 220 when Stipe fought Francis, the Bellator was having the first round of their heavyweight tournament that they were having, and apparently they did really good numbers, especially with it being on live TV on the Paramount Network now. It's called, not Spike. If you actually have the chance to, little side topic, you have the chance to go on Spike's Twitter. They legit, the last moments that they were still a company, they legit released all of the dirty info that they had on everything over there. They apparently tweeted out they had no idea what Impact Wrestling was, which was TNA. They had no idea what it was when they bought it, and they had no they really hated 1,000 Ways to Die. We will definitely debate Floyd versus CM Punk. That's a thing that I heard about.
Oh my
I just heard about that.
Joe Rogan talked about it. Yeah, he talked about it, and I loved it. I'm gonna segue into that real quick. We'll go back to Bellator. I wanted to focus on that real quick. Floyd versus CM Punk has been a topic of debate for the past day, and for the past couple days, I think. Ever since Floyd posted something on Twitter about him elbowing Conor McGregor in an octagon. Everyone's been talking about how Floyd's first fight should be against CM Punk just because of the skill levels that they have. Listen, all CM Punk relatively needs to do is take him to the ground.
Didn't he just recently get his blue belt in jiu-jitsu or whatever?
Yeah, he did. CM Punk just got his blue belt in jiu-jitsu under somebody, I don't know. One of the Gracies, I think. Which is respectable. I like the Gracies. But I think if Floyd were to fight CM Punk, that'd be a good fight in a sense if CM Punk wants to keep it standing. And you also got to think about it like this. CM Punk is also taller than Floyd. I don't know by how much, but I know that, if we want to go by wrestling standards, CM Punk was equivalent to almost as tall as The Rock, and The Rock's 6 foot.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So CM Punk's really tall, so Floyd's a tiny motherfucker.
I think he's 5.
He's 5'9". 5'9"? I think he's 5'9". I'm not sure. 5'8" or 5'9". Somebody should really look it up. That way we can get that. But
I'll look it up.
What are your thoughts? What do you think about Floyd versus CM Punk?
This is the first time I actually heard about that. I didn't realize.
Punk is 6'1". Traffic Jam confirmed it. Punk is 6'1".
Wait, how?
So how? Look up Floyd's height. That I don't know what to think about that fight in general.
Oh yeah, Floyd's 5'8".
Floyd's 5'8". So
Manny Pacquiao's 5'5".
Manny Pacquiao's short. Yeah, Floyd's 5'8".
I'm looking it up. You didn't tell me that's gonna be a UFC fight.
Yeah. I told you.
CM Punk in boxing again.
CM Punk in boxing? Now that's a completely different topic I want to get into. CM Punk in boxing.
Let's handle one stupid topic at a time, please.
Yeah. No, CM Punk versus Floyd Mayweather, there's going to be in an octagon. Well, what they were talking about it. It's not going to happen. There's no way. If it happens...
Wait, what did Joe Rogan say about it first off?
So what Joe Rogan was talking about, right, is that he said he would get behind the hype train of it. Because why not? Like,
fuck not.
like if Floyd, if I think what this is what would happen. Floyd would have to agree to like a multi-fight deal in order to fight CM Punk, because what they would want to do is see where his skill level is at. So like, we're gonna throw you our shittiest guy that we have. Here's CM Punk, because CM Punk is a draw, right? CM Punk is what basically made UFC 211. I think it was 211. I think that's the one that CM Punk last fought at. It had to be, I think. 211 was the last one he fought at, and then it was the same fight as Stipe versus what's his name? Alistair Overeem. Yeah. It was Stipe versus Alistair Overeem, and that's where we get that meme joke where like Alistair says he clearly felt a tap.
Oh,
that's the funniest thing ever. Imagine if CM fucking Punk was the first guy to beat Floyd. If CM Punk stepped inside of a boxing ring and demolished Floyd Mayweather in under a round, can you imagine how many? Oh my God, they would have to give him 203. I'm sorry, I thought it was it was not at 203, was it? I thought it was 211. Let me see. I could be thinking of it wrong. I think 211. I think you might be right. 203 might be right. Yeah, you're right. 211 was Miocic versus Dos Anjos, or Dos Santos, not Dos Anjos.
I always get those two confused.
Well, Rafael Dos Anjos and Junior Dos Santos. I mean, who cares? 211. Yeah. Listen, if CM Punk were to fight Floyd Mayweather, we need to consider that option. Because it could be a legit thing. Like, if we can have one of the best boxers in the world finally step into an octagon against CM Punk, right? And proves that he's better than Punk and beats him, right? Well, let's say he murks him, right? Finishes him under 2 rounds, right?
Right.
He will definitely get a fight against Conor.
Okay, wait. So does CM Punk have a multi-signed deal contract
with
the UFC? Okay, he does.
Yeah, CM Punk has a multi-deal fight with the UFC. I think it's like 3 fights. I'm not sure. I think it's like 3 or 4. I know it's more than 2. That's all I know.
Okay, well, yeah, I guess I can see that, like, as just a way to like gauge him and get a certain draw.
Yeah,
but
that would sell a pay-per-view. Obviously, they wouldn't do a main event fight for them.
I don't think it would be the first fight they take, though.
No.
Conor would come first.
Well, no, actually, no. They would want.
So?
They would probably want him to prove himself. That's what I think. I think that they're gonna want Floyd to prove himself, because the last time we saw a boxer step inside of an octagon was James Toney, and he got ankle picked by Randy Couture, and he ended up getting submitted in under a round. So I mean, are we really gonna just try to have the same situation? Like, what if Punk comes out and does the same thing? Ankle picks him, puts him in a side choke, just exactly how Randy Couture did it, and game over.
What do you think is gonna be a bigger draw, though? Conor versus Floyd or CM Punk?
No, that Conor versus Floyd is a proven big draw. We already know, because they were the second highest selling pay-per-view. It was right under Floyd versus Manny Pacquiao. So I think they would do it, but again, they want Floyd to do one thing first.
But why would they even bother? Dana White's probably not even concerned about checking his skill level. He just
Dana White doesn't even know what the hell he's doing anymore. You do understand Dana White literally has $300 million in his bank right now. Does it really look like he cares?
Well, I know if I was talking from this perspective of WME, Conor versus Floyd seems like the big one to go to first off.
Yeah, but if you can have him do a multi-fight deal and sell million pay-per-views each time. I mean, because think about it. Like, Dada 5000 versus CM Punk. Oh my God.
Is he even still alive?
Dada 5000?
Yeah.
Dada is... Yes, he is. It's just, what's the other guy he went up against?
Okay, right. I can remember.
Dada, it was Dada versus someone else. Kimbo Slice. Kimbo Slice is the one that's dead. No, what WME would probably want to do is, again, multi-fight deal. There's a challenger guy again. Multi-fight deal versus versus doing a one-fight deal, because if the multi-fight, they can go ahead and do the CM Punk fight, right? Build up that numbers, easily get minimum they would get at least 1 million pay-per-view buys.
Sure.
At least 1 million. And so, okay, that's great. And then now the next thing they're going to try to promote is Floyd versus Conor in an octagon, and that's easily gonna get 2 or maybe 3. I don't think it does the same numbers as Conor versus Floyd in boxing, because I feel like there's a lot more in boxing involved.
Oh yeah, like a better chance in boxing than Floyd would have in MMA.
Yeah, so that's why more people would watch. That's why more people would watch the boxing aspect, instead of doing instead of doing everything in the octagon.
You lose a big percentage of those boxing fans, I'd imagine.
Yeah, and I don't think Floyd talked about a while ago that he was gonna get paid, like he could do a multi-fight deal in the UFC and get $1 billion. I don't think that ever happened.
No, he's obviously gonna get paid a lot if he does something like that, but $1 billion is a big. It's over embellished, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, he
over embellished.
Look, he would probably in a multi-fight deal he might get $500 million. I think he will make that at least, just because that's what Floyd's price would be at. Anywhere below that, I mean, Floyd wouldn't even consider looking at the offer. Just like how Nate Diaz said, give me $20 million or I'm not even bothering answering the phone. Yeah, he's like, don't call me unless it's $20 million. So, I mean, I don't know. That's another thing we should talk about though, is Nate Diaz returning, but I want to get to that later. I still want to talk about this CM Punk versus Floyd thing, because immediately you would get Showtime on it too. Showtime would probably want to air the event too.
Oh yeah, probably.
I wouldn't imagine that Showtime would be like, hey, let's get a couple of these MMA and boxing guys back together again, like how they did versus Conor versus Floyd.
Mm-hmm.
You'd get them all back together, and they'll be like, okay, this is what we're doing now. So, I think Floyd gonna catch that Garoppolo catch. It's just that it involves NFL. What?
Talking about Nate Diaz a second ago, I was just on his Twitter while you guys were talking about him. And the first gem that decided to pop up was on January 18th, him saying, "Where to weed at in Phoenix, Arizona."
I remember that. I retweeted it, and I was trying to figure out how I could DM him. I don't know anybody that knows weed or anything like that, but I wanted a chance to meet up with Nate Diaz.
I'll hook him up.
I will find somebody. I don't care. I just want to hang out with Nate Diaz. We could just get into that now, because do you have anything else on Floyd versus anyone in the UFC at this point?
Not really.
I mean, Floyd versus Punk that's a crazy thing to even think about, but I mean, relatively could happen if a lot of things fall into place.
Hey, Floyd's done crazy things before. You remember his stint, his kind of stunt thing in the WWE?
I remember that. I think Floyd's in the Hall of Fame.
Is he?
I'm not sure if somebody can confirm that or not. I don't know.
WWE?
In the Hall of Fame of WWE?
Because I know Donald Trump is, and so if Donald Trump is, he probably is.
That's the sickest shit that our president in the WWE
President of the United States is literally in the WWE Hall of Fame. Who else can say that?
Literally no one.
Floyd versus Chris demonetized Benoit. Because I'm probably gonna get demonetized. That would probably be my nickname if I went into mixed martial arts.
Demonetized.
Yeah.
Wait, nobody ever gave him a mic. Why? Bye.
Oh shit, we're off the air now.
Thanks for ruining our fucking 20-year deal with Fox or whatever.
I love little kids.
Aaron, how'd you get the mic?
I don't think Aaron should be here anymore.
I drive a white van.
And this is when I die.
Demonetized.
Anyways, Nate Diaz, right? As I was saying earlier, and as Aaron was saying earlier, Nate Diaz wants to know where the weed is at. So Justin
also is known for what was his quote that he said? It was
I don't know. He says a lot of
smoking
quotes.
pot will get in the way of his career, but he says that his career is getting in the way of his pot smoking. I love this man.
Crazy individual.
Nate and Nick Diaz are probably the best thing that probably could have happened to the UFC and MMA in general. And I don't know why they don't have any control in the say of the fact like Conor does.
I also heard that Nate Diaz was also pretty pissed about CM Punk, about Conor McGregor.
About what?
Being the UFC 3 cover for the video game.
Well, that's because that was a stupid decision.
Yeah, that was a stupid. If anything, who should have made that UFC? We should talk about that.
Oh, okay.
Who should have made the UFC 3 cover? Who had the best 2017 to make it on the. We are leaving out Demetrius Johnson.
Okay. We're
leaving out Demetrius.
His face just says it.
No.
Justin's face said Demetrius Johnson, and I was like, I need to put that out.
I was about to say, like,
we-
well, the pound for pound listing.
No, we are leaving out Demetrius Johnson.
And I don't know.
His face literally read it like when you looked at him.
Damn it.
We are leaving out Demetrius. Artem Lobov UFC 4 cover. That's actually gonna happen. I talked to EA about it. They said that
My dad works at EA.
my dad literally owns Electronic
I
Arts.
GM'd him.
My dad is literally Mr. Electronic Arts.
Mr. Electronic.
But yeah, okay, we should go into that. Besides Demetrius Johnson, which why do you like Demetrius Johnson so much?
He did that sick
He
ass
did-
flying armbar.
He did
Have you
one.
never heard his name?
He had what?
You've never heard his name before?
No, I have.
Badass name.
No, I hate him in general. Well, okay, listen. I respect what he's done. I hate the fact that one, he fought a bunch of cans to go ahead and beat Anderson Silva for that record, right? And two, he's ducking a lot of people, aka TJ Dillashaw.
Okay, so you want to hear why I like him?
Why?
It's because you hate him. I basically just do it to spite you. Also, he'd done that one sick armbar, and I was like, shit. Against Ray Borg, I'm like, it's fucking like.
I
Mortal
will.
Kombat shit.
I will literally go with Sebi and say I would rather have a photo of Boss Rutan holding $2,000 in his hands as the UFC 3 cover.
That would be absolutely fine.
I think Boss Rutan had the best 2017 in mixed martial arts, mainly because he didn't fight.
The next
Wait,
WWE
okay,
cover,
so-
Donald Trump.
Let's see.
Excellent.
So, if just going by the pound for pound list,
We are leaving out the top two. We're leaving out
Okay.
Connor and Demetrius.
So who's the top? Three?
Number 3 is Daniel Cormier. Number 4 is Stipe. And I know this just from by heart. That's really weird how I know that. Artem Lobov, Gabby Garcia, and Bob Sapp. Yes. No, go look up who Gabby Garcia is.
I heard about that.
Oh, Max Holloway's actually at number 4.
I would put Max Holloway on the UFC 3 cover.
I think that's fine.
You know who I would put on the UFC 3 cover? Oh no! If the fight was announced before the UFC 3 cover came out, I would say Daniel Cormier and Stipe.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Because I feel like, besides everything that happened to Daniel,
Khabib should be on the front.
You know what they should do? Just have like whoever's in like the top 8 on the pound for pound ranking, just put them all on the cover
Oh wait, hold on.
on like a huge thing.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because
Because
then, well, you would have to do,
then I would have to go against what I said
And
with
you-
Connor and Demetrius.
and those two would probably have to be front and center if we're just going by listing.
Yeah.
So Demetrius finds his way to his well-deserved spot.
Never mind. We're doing DC and fucking Stipe on the cover. I'd be okay with that if that fight was announced before the cover came out. I'd be okay. Did you look up
Chris
who Gabby
Cyborg versus Gabby Garcia.
If Chris Cyborg went against Gabby Garcia, I'm pretty sure that would cause World War III. Do you know who Gabby Garcia is, Justin?
I don't.
You should look up who Gabby Garcia is. Make UFC 4 cover Yoel celebrating on a cage after KOing Rockhold.
I am down for
it
that.
It should be literally when he kisses Rockhold.
And it's like, you know those things where if like you move him in the light, it moves the picture?
Yeah.
And it's just him going at and Rockhold like, no, please.
No.
Just turning aside head to head.
No. I'm not doing it. Like, look up who Gabby Garcia is and then tell me, would you love to see her fight Chris Cyborg?
Okay.
Because that would be an amazing fight, but also Gabby Garcia would not be able to make 145.
Oh my gosh, she's like huge.
Yeah.
Wait, what the fuck?
What are you? That is not Gabby.
That's not her.
That's
no,
not
it
Gabby
showed- No,
Garcia.
I know who
So
you're talking
people are
about.
voting who would win versus Cyborg and Rousey.
Shit.
Oh, Cyborg would
Cyborg
absolutely.
had 90% vote.
Yeah, Cyborg would demolish
I
Ronda
know.
Rousey.
Oh my god.
I'm not even considering that fight.
Holy shit, she is huge.
I know.
6'2", 230 pounds.
She will never
What the
be able
fuck
to.
is that?
Yeah. Yoel with a No 4 Gay Jesus shirt on. I'm actually working on a design that says No 4 Gay Jesus for a t-shirt. It may or may not happen, and it may or may not be out soon. If it does, I will definitely pull it up for sale, because why not?
She's fucking bigger
No.
than Vitor Belfort. Like,
I know! Like, literally, I remember I saw her when I was watching Tough Brazil. I remember seeing her. I'm like, this is absolutely insane.
This can't.
Yeah.
What the hell is
But
going
nobody would sanction her. Not even in UFC. Like, I wouldn't be able to. Sebi, I forgot to mention to you, Skype isn't installed on my laptop anymore, and I didn't have time to reinstall it. I am so sorry. Make a 30% Usman shirt. Oh my god, that's the funniest thing. Did you know who Kamaru Usman is, right?
What is this? Who?
Kamaru Usman?
No.
Whatever. So
Usman, yeah.
Yeah, he fought Amel Mek at a fight night just like a month ago or so, and he literally took the whole thing on the ground, wrestled him for all 3 rounds, and won via decision. And then he comes out and says that was only 30%.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, and I'm like, really?
Well, he was saying that. Wait, is that her now?
Yeah, no, that's not her now. Anyways, we also have another person joining us, Samantha Janikowski. Sam, say hi to the wonderful people that are here.
Hi, Sebi.
Okay, Sebi is here, so that's a good one. But we also have more people than just Sebi.
That sounds like a lie, but okay.
It's not. We actually have 3 people watching right
Oh
now.
shit! What are you doing with your life?
Yeet. I know. That's what I was saying. Anyways, what was I talking about?
Not fucking.
What was that? What was I even saying anymore?
We were talking about.
I forgot who was even fighting anymore. Are we just gonna play matchmaker? Can we just play matchmaker? I like playing matchmaker.
Matchmaker?
Aaron, who you play matchmaker from the UFC. So anybody on the current roster right now, you can be from any weight division. Who do you want to fight?
Conor McGregor.
Versus who?
Wanderlei.
Conor McGregor. Well, okay, so one, this fight can't happen because one, Wanderlei Silva is not in the UFC anymore.
Listen.
Sign him again.
And 2, Wanderlei would never agree to fight in the UFC again.
Conor McGregor.
Cyborg, oh, she would demolish Conor. Are you kidding me?
Really?
Sam-
That's
why I would
Oh my god, are you kidding me?
definitely.
Really?
Are you kidding me? Cyborg has trouble making 145. So imagine if they were able to go up to 155?
Yeah, okay. Maybe. Oh, man, that's...
Oh my
I
god.
would love to see Conor get the shit beat out of him like that.
Oh.
By a freaking
Cyborg
black
is more hard hitting than
monster.
she is.
I like how you just referred to Connor as like a woman.
Yeah. Basically, like Cyborg will make Conor
will be
into a
after that
woman
fight.
after the fight, yeah. That will just never ever be good for Conor. Like
You can have my spot.
I don't know anymore. But anyways, so that's who you want to see. Cyborg versus Conor. Okay,
Yep.
Justin. Justin, I want you to think of right now, who do you want in a random UFC bout? Play matchmaker.
So we're not giving a shit about literally anything
You know what?
logical.
This is like Pride, right? They will
Yeah, we'll
literally
do
make
Pride.
anything happen.
Hmm.
They will do this under Pride rules.
Ronda Rousey versus Conor McGregor.
Well, the problem is that Ronda Rousey is now in the WWE.
John Cena versus Ronda Rousey.
This is okay, not happening anymore.
I thought this was Pride.
No, it has. Okay. This has to be current UFC roster people.
See, you should have said that before.
I did.
Oh, well, we'll go back and review it later. I'm not really sure.
All right, Dada would die if you try to make 205. Dada 5000 would die in general.
We're all gonna die someday.
Probably.
So the current UFC roster,
Yes.
and we're not really giving a shit about weight classes or none of that. Let's go.
Dan Severn versus Cyborg. Sebi just suggested. Sebi, we're trying to play matchmaker for current UFC fighters.
CM Punk versus Joe Rogan.
You know,
Yeah!
You said in the UFC.
They're both technically in the UFC.
okay, you're right. Okay, so if we're gonna do that, I'm gonna do Dana White versus Vitor Belfort. I mean, like,
Yes.
like, what are we doing here?
Okay.
Bruce Buffer versus Joe Rogan.
I would fucking pay big money to see.
I would love to see that. Except they have like tables matches like WWE.
I got a better
Oh my
one.
God, what?
Steve Mazzagatti versus Mario Yamasaki
Oh!
in a death match.
I agree with Justin.
Wait, you know who's the referee though?
Every person they fucked over.
So, hold on. John Jones. I'm pretty sure they messed up something with Frank Mir once. Let's see. Michael Chiesa. That one lady that just got destroyed by Valentina Shevchenko. I mean, there's a lot of people that.
You know what?
Like what?
A fight that I might want to see is Rose Namajunas versus Shevchenkov or whatever her name is.
Oh my God, Rose Namajunas versus Valentina Shevchenko?
Yeah.
I'm okay with that, except the problem is that Rose is only good at her division, which is 115. I think they do 115 or 105. I'm not sure what her division is. What's straw weight? Somebody needs to look that up for me. I don't know.
Strawweight?
Yeah.
It's the one below.
I know, but it's the one below 125, but I don't know if it's 115 or 105. That's my problem. I just don't know how much they weigh. But Valentina, well, it could work. Valentina Shevchenko, she just fought at 125. So I'm not quite sure what would happen. What? Wait, you know what Mario told me? He said he wants Priscilla Trella in a hospital. Isn't he fucking up? Oh, that's the girl. Okay. Like.
What does that mean? Mario, if she's still breathing, she can still fight Yamasaki.
Mario tried to like make her to a warrior, Yamasaki. I was trying to let her be a warrior. No, you were literally just yawning.
Like, yeah, hit her more. Lose something.
Possibly.
The best.
Probably the
Listen, you know, I want Chris versus Justin. We wouldn't be able to make that happen.
No, make it happen right now.
No, well, we.
She's like, yeah.
No.
I'll be Mario Yamasaki for the.
No.
Fucking do it. You won't.
Listen, we can't do me versus Justin because I'm a heavyweight, and Justin, you're at 160.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna put him at welterweight.
Who's the champ at welterweight right now?
Tyron?
I could fucking take him.
No, you can't. No, you cannot.
I'm 160.
My girlfriend could take Tyron. It'd be fine.
We need Nick back. Yeah, we do need Nick Diaz back. We also need Nate Diaz back. We also need Gilbert Melendez back. We need a lot of people. Oh, I can fight. You can fight Sebi.
Sebi is my number one fan.
Isn't Sebi like 15?
He's 166, bro, and he's 15 years old.
Oh shit.
Oh, that 15-year-old about to fuck you up, dude.
Nah.
Yeah.
Like, can we just put like throw up a picture of Justin up here and be like, "You want to fight him?"
Only if you Photoshop me on top of the Rock's body.
Hold on. If you wanna DM Justin personally on Twitter, I'll announce his Twitter right now. Hold on.
Put it in the chat.
I'll do that. I need to do both. Let's see.
I feel like he's gonna start getting like death threats for the next week.
Well, I can narrow it down to any of our like 2 viewers.
So Justin's Twitter is at JustinMiller914. Put it in the chat real quick. At Justin.
Still Halloween themed.
Do you even lift, Justin? Justin does lift.
I do.
Anyways. So, Sam, who is it that you wanted, Sam? I forgot.
CM Punk and Joe Rogan.
Yeah, CM Punk versus Joe Rogan. That was Sam. Justin, you wanted...
Motherfucking Rose Namajunas versus
Valentina. And then, Aaron, I forgot who in the world you wanted.
I say Sam versus Taylor.
Okay, they're not in the UFC.
And
I
you
mean-
fucking
Anyways,
kill your girlfriend. You
My
fucking-
girlfriend's stronger than your
She doesn't have a
girlfriend.
hip anymore. She'll fuck you up. She got hit by a 6-mile-an-hour car.
She doesn't have a hip. I think that makes her the weaker.
Well, you already know her
She's getting
weakness.
hit by hard.
You already know her weakness.
Just hit her with a car.
I'll just hit her in her non-existent hip or take out her other one.
Wait, no, Traffic Champ, say what you said again. You were talking shit about Justin. He retracted his message. He said something about I think he said he would choke you out. He's a white belt.
Fucking white belt.
What degree are you in a
I'll
white
have
belt?
you know.
Justin is a no degree, no belt.
I'll have you know that I played for 2 years when I was like in the 6th grade.
First off, it was one season in the 4th grade.
Oh
Mine
shit,
was
so even
Cyborg
worse than I
versus
thought it
McGregor.
But we
Cyborg
won.
versus McGregor. I forgot about that. Yeah.
We got a bunch of rewards. It was great.
I'm still trying to think about who I would want. You know what? No, I know who I want. Cain Velasquez versus Demetrius Johnson.
Oh, right. We're still not doing it though.
Yeah.
I'll have you know I lived in the hood.
No, I don't care, Sebi.
I'll have you know I am the hood.
I'll have you know I live.
I'll have you know, if he enters the hood, he's gonna get the shit beat out of him.
I think any of us
Welcome
would.
back.
I'll chuck Justin's ass out with that white belt swag. There we go. That's what he said
White
earlier.
belt swag.
Yeah. Listen, Traffic Jam noticed what he's doing, okay?
Choke him out with my Gucci belt swag. I swear to.
Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang.
I love that one tweet where it's like, as soon as I get my Gucci belt, it's over for you.
As soon as I get my Supreme belt.
They even make those.
I don't give them ideas.
I think they do.
Supreme, I have
You're
this
giving the
gift.
terrorists ideas.
I fucking love the terrorists.
This is terrible. Anyways. Yeah, I would definitely love to see Cain Velasquez in a fight with a Gogo Plata from Mount. I was like, wait, hold on, Traffic Jam. Can you successfully do a flying full guard, though, like Connor did? Can you get Justin in a flying full guard? Because if you can, I'll respect you a lot more. Listen, Justin, can you do a flying full guard?
I do them every single day at the gym.
Just imagine you just fucking
Along with a bunch of reverse half mounts.
reverse half. You're in half mount, right? Like just imagine you're literally in half mount, and then you literally throw the guy on top of you. Now you're on the ground, and he's in half mount. Like,
You
Wait.
see?
I'm changing my fighters.
who do you want to fight?
No for gay Jesus and
No,
So
forget
Yoel,
Cyborg.
Yoel Romero versus Chris Cyborg. Listen, I actually don't know who would win. I actually do not know who would win. Full guard in honor of Eddie Bravo. Okay, good.
Sounds like a lie, but okay.
That was a big lie.
Yeah, exactly.
Yoel versus Cyborg?
Do something with your fucking face.
Ready?
Fucking twat.
That's a crazy thing to think about if you actually kind of get into it. Because I mean, Yoel's a freak.
What? That's him making that
Like,
noise.
what are you even doing?
I was deep throating a fry.
That's not good. Anyways, listen, Yoel's a freak, right? And we know that.
Freaky freak.
But no, but Cyborg is freaky. So like, what are we even doing at that point?
I don't know.
Can we just have Yoel fight Cyborg? Can we make this happen? Do we have to have Yoel drop weight, or does Cyborg go up in weight?
We could always tweet Dana White, but
Dana White never responds to us.
no, he fucking doesn't.
No.
It makes me so mad.
I wonder why.
I don't know.
I don't know. We give him so many ideas.
Yeah, like twice now, I've asked to fight different world leaders from other countries in an MMA match, and he just never gets back to me. I don't know why.
I have no MMA experience, and I offered to fight CM Punk.
I offered to fight Justin Trudeau and fucking Emmanuel Macron, but no.
Listen, I think the Emmanuel Macron fight was more, doable than Justin Trudeau.
Why? Justin's way closer.
Because Emmanuel Macron, he would actually try to prove a point with this country. What does Justin Trudeau have to prove? And Ngannou's model in UFC 3 looks like him if he fought a middleweight. He literally looks like he's a crack addict. Francis Ngannou in UFC 3, have you seen him?
I have not.
He literally looks like a crack addict. Like, he looks nothing like... EA is really terrible at making fighters. Besides, they finally got Nick Diaz's face right, and they were able to do Stipe's body right. What? Did you look
So
up?
you know that Reddit thing that I just responded to at the beginning of this podcast?
Yeah.
They just messaged me.
No, what did they say?
How the fuck did you find this? Why? Why? This was so long ago.
Wait, they messaged you.
That's the message.
Don't forget. Oh, okay.
Why the
never
fuck
mind.
do you want to join our cult? It's like, what?
Wait, how long ago was that?
Let's see.
How long ago was that thread?
143 days ago.
Not too terribly bad.
They gave me 2 upvotes on it too.
The best. But yeah, just look at Francis Ngannou's model.
I'm trying to find it. I don't see it anywhere. Character.
And just look up on images.
Well, that's what I was doing.
Let me see. Let me see if I can find a good one.
Eat.
Having fun.
No.
Alright.
No, like none of these do him justice at all. Okay, actually, this kind of works. Look, that's Ngannou on the right. He looks nothing like he actually does.
It doesn't look too bad.
I mean, like he doesn't look anything like he regularly does.
No.
That's my
He's
boy.
legit just trash. What?
Big Richard versus.
Yes.
Oh my god, our created characters in UFC 3. I mean 2, sorry.
My boy Big Richard.
Finna be 3 soon. As soon as
If I can import my guy, that'd be amazing.
I think you can actually. I think you can import characters from UFC 2.
God bless.
So I responded saying I was just doing some research into Sad Boy Hours and would like to join. We are currently doing a podcast on Sad Boy Hour in quotation marks and would like your opinion and permission to join.
Listen, if this guy wants to go on, I'll reinstall Skype on my laptop right now for this guy.
The leader of this fucking cult.
Jumbo,
With the same name as our
Jumbo Slice. I made Dada 5000 in the game. I made Floyd Mayweather in the game. I made a lot of people in UFC 2 and a regular UFC game. I think I actually have UFC Undisputed 3 somewhere in my house, and if I can find it, I definitely want to replay it because that was possibly the best one. Oh, in other news, is that John Jones or is that Tyron Woodley?
That's Tyrone.
That's Tyron. Anyways, John Jones actually finally has a court case with the California State Athletic Commission.
I did see that.
Yeah, it's on the 28th. They're gonna finally decide it. They were saying, apparently the rumors are they already made a decision where they're just gonna fine him.
Oh.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh.
They're just
Okay.
gonna fine him.
Wait, hold on.
It's crazy.
So basically, he's just gonna cough up maybe
Oh.
like $30,000. You made Joey Diaz in UFC 3. I literally need you to tweet me that like picture or something. Like put a link somewhere, and
We'll
I
use
need
it
to
as like
look
the
at
next
that.
picture for like the next podcast.
Yeah, I will literally put it on as the next podcast and or companion, whatever we do. Okay, what were we talking about? I'm sorry, I got distracted. John Jones literally is probably only gonna get fined, and then I think afterwards they were saying before the end of March they will have a verdict from USADA. USADA guy diddled me. Yes, he did. USADA guy did do the diddle. Who? Okay. Anyways, you got an Instagram? I do have an Instagram. I will link it in the chat right now. Hold on.
It's her birthday.
Mhm.
How old is she?
Okay, I'll put it in the chat right now. In the meantime, Justin, what do you have to? What do you think is going to be USADA's decision on John Jones?
What do I think it's gonna be?
Yeah.
They're probably just gonna find him, like you said. I don't think there's enough evidence to really convict him in like the current case that he has against him.
Yeah.
But man, I was just thinking that kind of reminded me of what another good fight would be.
What?
Stipe versus John Jones.
Ooh.
Stipe versus John Jones.
Stipe
I really like
Miocic
that.
versus John. That would literally prove who's the best MMA fighter in the world.
It's true.
There's nobody else in the world right now that you could probably prove to me that's better than Stipe. I mean, the only argument we have right now is maybe Daniel, because Daniel Cormier is undefeated at heavyweight, and Cain Velasquez. Those are the only two people that Stipe really has to beat before we can definitely say he is the best in the world. I believe he's the best in the world. But before we can actually determine that, yes. John Jones would be the best in the world right now if he didn't test positive.
Right.
He literally went up to number 1 in the rankings after UFC 214 happened.
Where was
after he won the
before?
title. He wasn't even in the rankings.
Real? Oh, I guess that makes sense because
Yeah.
Dan was like 3 or 4.
Yeah. And
Damn.
literally, like, he toppled everybody. Demetrius
John
Johnson.
Jones is unranked. He was unranked.
He was unranked that whole time when he was suspended.
Oh.
When you're suspended, I think you get taken off the list.
Well, where was he before he was like suspended and all that?
I think he was number 1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
He was number 1, took him off, and then, yeah. He tested positive for GOAT, yeah. Pretty much. Like, John Jones went out and did a polygraph test
Yeah.
that said that he didn't knowingly take any steroids.
Okay.
So I believe that. I really like polygraph tests because sometimes they can be inaccurate, but depending on where you go to and which one they are actually trusted and respected, which apparently the one that he went to New Mexico is really great. So I believe John Jones did nothing wrong. I think it may have been...
Hashtag John Jones did nothing wrong.
Hashtag John Jones the best. Claudia Gadelha versus Esparza is now set for June. Yes, it is. I saw that. Also, Artem Lobov is fighting at UFC 223?
Yep.
Was it?
223.
223, Artem Lobov is fighting again. And
Wait, isn't 223 the same as Khabib and Ferguson?
yeah.
That card's going to be so fucking stacked.
That card is already stacked with Artem in it. Listen. Yeah, but polygars are sort of faulty mechanisms used by police to get confessions out of convicts. Not necessarily true, Sebi. It's used for that in some cases, but I mean, they don't necessarily go to that all the time. There's no really definite way to see what happened. I like Joe Rogan's thinking and what happened. Do you guys know about that at all?
His take on what happened with John Jones?
On how he tested positive?
Aren't they still going with the whole... It's like
It
a
was tainted creatine.
Oh,
Because
I have heard of this.
in some like Asian markets and everything with creatine, they'll use what they'll do is that they'll use cocaine and everything. Like when they sell coke, so basically it goes back to John Jones doing cocaine, right? What they'll do with creatine is that that you got to go ahead and use creatine, so like as a substitute for more cocaine and everything to like get more out of out of your pound and everything.
Okay.
So they'll use that to cut more of it, and basically that's what they were saying, and I kind of can believe it, because and that creatine was laced with a bunch of other steroids and everything that's used in other labs and all that shit. So it's like, okay, it was in the creatine and all that shit.
Right.
Alex Minton, I'm assuming that's you. You gotta link us your IG and Twitter, bro. Oh wait, no, that was Sebi. Okay. Anyways, Alex Minton, this is you, bro? You're the best. Look at him.
So
That's our number one fan.
That guy right there, huh?
He's
while
the
you guys
best.
are taking a break from talking about that, they replied to me again.
Oh, okay. I like going back to Aaron's story.
Sure, go for it. Anyone can join. It was just some propaganda to get as many people as possible to join my growing private military that would overthrow the government and make me God dictator for life. I have currently become a yes man lately and will willing to do anything once. Long live God dictator for life. Fun car, fun bar. That's his name. I will serve you in our child army for life. What are the laws here? And he's just responded to me. We had some laws, but I forgot. It's been a while. I guess I'm always right. And oh yes, I remember. We always kill every third baby to make the fruit grow bigger.
That's really specific.
So it's like marrying a girl.
Ask them if they know who John Jones is.
Did
Ask
they say
them
yes?
Ask them their opinion on whether or not John Jones really tested positive for steroids.
I need your opinion on if John Jones.
Thank you.
tested positive.
I popped my knee. That's not a good sign. I'm growing old.
Oh, it happens in these later years of our lives.
I was about to be savage, but
That's what happens when you're a vampire.
Oh, yeah, true. Aren't you like 5 trillion years old or something?
I'm 847. Thank you very much.
I'm growing old, but your face isn't.
I know. Ask them if they have insider info on wolf tickets. Where can I buy wolf tickets? Oh, wait, George St. Pierre selling them. I forgot.
Haha.
Haha, take that, George.
You made me really want McDonald's now.
I do too. I smelled the fries. I'm like, I hunger.
I literally thought you were going for a George St. Pierre accent for a second, and I was like, "What are you doing?"
Hey, Ron.
Do you think George St. Pierre likes McDonald's French fries?
Apparently, George loves fast food. That's what I heard. George St. Pierre loves fast food, and he'll eat it regularly.
Entire bag.
Why do you have an entire bag of Hershey Kisses,
Because
though?
I wanted them.
Alrighty, that sounds great.
She do what she want.
Exactly.
This is a free country. Why not?
Who knows?
Anyways, is Bisping fighting ever again? That's a good question. Do you guys think Michael Bisping will fight again?
You do that.
When's the... Wait, did the London card already pass?
Well, no, the London card didn't pass, but they already have the main event.
Alright, he said he wasn't fighting those.
Yeah, he said he wasn't fighting. They wanted to do him versus Rashad
Have you
Evans.
hung out with her yet?
Oh, right, and then that thing just kind of fell through.
Yeah, I think it was like...
Weren't you going to bring her by at some point tonight?
I'm waiting for her to be done with the girl.
Okay, what were you saying?
Well, like, what Bisping said was that like it would have been too late and everything, and it would have been too short of a training camp, and he didn't want to.
I was just at McDonald's. I'm not going. Ask Justin.
Yeah, we're doing a podcast right now.
I could replace everybody.
All right, Sam's staying here. No. I think Bisping will fight once this year. It's gonna be later though, because I know there's gonna be another London card, I think, and I think it's gonna be closer to where his like main town is. I think is what he said.
If that's the case, that'll probably be his last fight.
That will. He will have one more fight. I remember Lyoto Machida called him out.
Oh yeah, that was funny.
Yeah.
That's his response.
I thought he was just doing a Yoel Romero impression, but
I guess. Okay, so going back to when we asked these Colts about whether or not John Jones took anything, he said, "Sure, yeah, whatever. I guess. I mean, like, who drinks milk is like on steroids, really, because it makes bones strong."
I feel like that's something like that fighter would say. Like I feel like that's or like something like George St. Pierre would say. Like he not.
Wait, hold on. Let me
Say
say it
with
again.
his
I'm gonna
accent
read it. I'm gonna read it in George St. Pierre's accent. Let me see that again. Sure, yeah, whatever. I guess. I mean, like, anyone who drinks milk is like on steroids, really, because it makes bones strong. The aliens are inside my body. Please help. Yeah, George St. Pierre, great guy.
unfortunately he has like super colitis that he like has violent diarrhea all the time or something.
He is dead. He's legit dead.
Holy shit, Seth, you killed him.
I killed Sebi.
No, my fan.
I killed him.
You're irrelevant again, it looks like.
Anyways, I'm gonna leave you with a topic real quick because I gotta do something real quick.
Whack.
Um,
Whack.
John Jones' first fight back in the UFC this year. That's not Daniel Cormier.
Oh, okay, well then I don't give a shit. Stipe then.
Told you I gotta go do something. I left you with a topic.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what was the topic?
Who is John Jones fighting this year?
Who is John Jones really?
Who are any of us actually? Okay,
Just
so
the aliens.
the fuck
John
wait.
Jones is fighting his aliens.
So
John Jones is fighting the aliens inside of my body.
what a hero. John Jones. If it's not Daniel, and it can't be Stipe because we don't live in a beautiful world like that.
We're not having him fight a third time unless it's for the light heavyweight belt.
Goodbye.
Jones will probably fight the winner of Russia and DC. Aliens planted superpowers in George's left hook.
Oh.
I don't know, who else is in that division with John Jones? Let's see. It's a light heavyweight division, right? Light heavyweight division.
You guys really done with that topic already?
Well, I'm trying to look through like the fighters and see like a good matchup besides Daniel Cormier,
Oh.
or like one that would be fun.
I'm not going. Ask him.
No, they're in the middle of thing.
Oh, because I can't replace any of it? Like, any of you?
Camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can.
Hey, Justin, do you want to McDonald's?
No, not right now.
I'll buy you some.
Why don't you just go to McDonald's?
I don't want to go.
Why don't you just get like Uber Eats or something?
Pays $25 for a fucking Big
Yeah,
Mac.
right. Exactly. That's why I don't.
I don't know. The only interesting, I don't know. I really don't know a whole lot about the light
Floyd
heavyweight
versus
division.
Shaq.
I'm ready for Floyd versus Shaq.
I like that one.
Fucking croquet match. It's not even fighting. I don't know. Again, not too big, like on the light heavyweight division, but like the names I recognize here, like Alexander Gustafsson, I think, and I know Daniel beat the shit out of him already. Like besides Daniel, I don't know if there's really any other fight in there to make. So that's my take on it. I think if John Jones comes back, that's the guy he should get. Fucking Daniel. It's the only one.
Okay, while he's gone, I'm just gonna way off to this Reddit post again.
Okay. You can go back to
I
that.
asked them, I said, thank you, I worship you for the rest of my life. What is my first mission? They said, just like, ... eat more pies, I guess, ... Yeah, that's good, ... Eat pie and, like, skate or die. Yeah, that's fine.
Damn. That's deep. Eat pie, skate or die.
Same though.
I'm
You
ready.
wearing the same pants?
No.
Okay.
Changed my pants because I was cold.
I figured. I was really confused.
I also have a Conor McGregor jacket on now.
That's all you really need.
Because I'm a bandwagoner. JK, I got this jacket as a gift.
Stop telling me who to follow, Instagram. I don't.
Instagram, tell me who to follow.
Fuck.
Floyd versus Shaq, featherweight bout.
Oh my god.
Conor versus LeVar Ball.
Holy shit.
Legit, Conor versus anyone is going to draw big numbers, so.
I mean, I guess.
What?
Nothing.
What were you going to do?
I was just gonna eat it.
No. That's how you die.
Good.
No. Anyways, what happened? Did we come to a definite conclusion?
Yeah, Daniel Cormier.
I told you no, Daniel.
Well, who the fuck else is there?
OSP. Wait, they fought already.
I already like.
Wait, hold on, but Daniel fought already with John Jones twice.
Yeah, but he's still like the best dude in that division besides John Jones.
No, OSP is the best dude in the division right now because Daniel Cormier is no longer at light heavyweight.
He's not. Oh, that's right. He's moving up to heavyweight.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
So right now, who is statistically the best light heavyweight?
I don't know like anything about.
OSP.
Sure, OSP. That's fine.
Literally. Oh wait, no. There's an argument for Alexander Gustafsson.
That's what I was saying earlier before I like finished at Daniel Cormier. I was like, the only other name I recognize here is fucking Alexander Gustafsson or however the hell he's.
I saw him fight once. He went against Glover Teixeira, and that was a really nice fight.
I just know that he got his ass kicked by Daniel Cormier on like 1 or 2 occasions.
It was once. They fought once. Not Glover. Alexander Gustafsson. Forgot his name for a second. He fought John Jones and lost in a very controversial decision. Went against Daniel Cormier. Daniel Cormier wrestled the hell out of him for all 5 rounds, and then won that way. So
I know the fight to make.
What?
Volkan
Oezdemir versus
the true champ.
You know, dude. No, I was listening to Brendan Schaub and Joe Rogan talking today, and they were making fun of Volkan's no time nickname. They're like, "Bro, you got some time. You got some time. You need to learn how to wrestle." And I'm just like, "Yeah, you're probably right." What is it? Conor versus August Almas Ash's draw? Who?
Billions. I feel like it's kind of like that thing when you start texting and it gives you like random things. He just kept clicking the space bar.
Conor
versus
everyone.
Literally whatever these next 4 verbs are.
What was that one movie? It was like someone versus the world or whatever.
Oh, shoot, what's his name? I know what you're talking about there.
What? Scott Pilgrim versus the world. Yeah. That's like it's like Conor versus the UFC. Like Conor
all
legit.
The belts.
All the belts. Oh wait, it's Conor McGregor. Anyways, listen. Are we gonna talk about the fact that Conor McGregor's probably never coming back?
Listen.
He'll be back.
Do you really think Conor's gonna be back though?
Listen, don't you dare respect my boy, Mr. McGregor.
I thought your boy was Chris Cyborg.
Listen. She is.
Did you just assume her gender?
Yeah, I did.
Oh my
Have you ever
God.
seen her and Vondelay in the same room together?
Bad time.
You just throw a dress on Vonderlei and then bam, Chris Cyborg.
Listen.
We're gonna freaking vape that way.
Into the night sky. I think if they can get Floyd, it's a definite yes.
Is that how you chop?
Okay, if they get Floyd, yes, right? Because that is their only thing they're gonna.
And it looks like it's a possibility.
I want Garbrandt versus Paschetti again. Oh my god.
Okay, let's get to that topic. First off, I'm getting real fucking heated.
Wait, against with who?
No, hold on. Let's new topic.
Okay.
How about the fucking like most upsetting fight that you've seen this year?
You mean last year?
Last year, whatever. Garbrandt versus Dillashaw. I'm pissed. I'm still mad.
Listen, I have no idea how you are super into this fight. Like, I was trying to get myself into it. I got myself more into the Rose Namajunas versus Joanna fight than I got into Garbrandt versus Dillashaw. Garbrandt is pals with AB. Who's AB?
I don't know.
Antonio Brown probably because he's a Steelers fan.
Sure.
But anyways,
Who's a Steelers fan?
Sebi is.
Oh, what up?
Sebi's
Oh,
from
that's right, it's Penguins and Steelers.
Sebi
Yeah.
is from Pittsburgh.
Oh, me too. What up? Pittsburgh reppin'.
They can't see you
Yeah.
jerking off handshake.
Antonio Brown. I'll just get away from me, please. Leave.
Get your like.
Kick him in the dick.
Goodness.
Craig Jackson in Holly Holmes' corner. Oh my god. Literally, Holly Holm probably had like the best chance ever to beat Chris Cyborg, and she didn't. So who the hell is gonna beat Chris Cyborg?
No one can beat Chris Cyborg.
Nobody will beat Chris Cyborg.
They're gonna
unless
have to make like an identical cyborg of Chris Cyborg to fight her in like a one-off robot cyborg. Oh my god, gotta fight her.
Hobo Vitor.
Hobo
That's weird. Okay.
Where's Tommy Tohold? I really need to talk to Tommy Tohold one day. I feel like his mind and my mind would mesh together so well.
As long as she's not Kaylee.
I've heard him talk like regularly and everything. It's so weird.
Really?
Because in Tommy Tohold, like, he yells
Yeah.
when he's, doing everything, right?
I bet his vocal cords
He's-
just ripped to shit.
No, he sounds like a really nice person.
Oh, okay.
Like, I don't know, but it's really weird. And if you guys don't know who Tommy
I'll
Tohold
fucking
is,
fight you.
I recommend you watch all of his videos. And they are trying to make out back there, Justin, obviously. Anyways.
If I give more than 7 kisses, it's a fucking makeout session. So I should just stop right there.
This is
Probably should.
extremely gay, and I do not agree with this. It was when I heard Filthy Frank's OG voice. Oh, it's like, yeah. Like, Filthy Frank's, like, regular voice is really weird, and then, like, Tommy Tohold's regular voice is really weird. Prime Bob Sapp will pile drive Chris Cyborg on Red. Yeah. And listen, if we can get Prime Bob Sapp back.
Just get a time machine and his consent.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
Huh?
What?
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob
Ray-Bans.
versus Conor McGregor in a battle under the sea fight.
It would basically be like that one episode where SpongeBob keeps like getting the shit punched out of him, but so Connor will just wear himself out.
Oh yeah, when like SpongeBob like finally met his bully or whatever.
Exactly.
It's like, I'm gonna kick your butt, is what they were saying.
See, I'm not good with UFC, but like SpongeBob is my shit.
But like UFC SpongeBob though.
Yeah.
Prime SpongeBob.
Like 2004 SpongeBob could fuck up McGregor.
You see those muscles on him back then? Welcome to the Salty Spittoon. How tough are you?
How tough am I? How tough am I? I ate a bowl of nails for breakfast.
I only had 4 hours of homework. Didn't even cry. For more than 5
Update.
minutes. What?
Update on the Reddit. I asked him for a photo of him to put up everywhere and then for propaganda, please. I said, link me a photo, and he sent me something, and I'm scared.
Let me see it.
It's probably his dick.
I want to see it. SpongeBob was juicing for sure. This man. This man. Have you seen this man?
Is it a nude?
Please, somebody, if you have seen this man, contact me immediately.
He looks really familiar.
I really know that
Shot one
hat
of
from
his face.
somewhere. I swear. SpongeBob was juicing for sure. I agree with Traffic Jam.
I don't know.
SpongeBob was
I feel
definitely on the juice.
I feel like
Oh,
that's just
definitely.
genetics, really.
SpongeBob like was on the juice pre-USADA and everything. SpongeBob was jacked, bro.
If he was on the juke, he would be in the salty spittoon.
That's true.
Get
I
your
mean,
shit
technically, he made it in the salty spittoon. Like,
Yeah, then he
one step.
slipped on an ice cube.
together, and then fucking killed everybody.
That's when USADA comes in. USADA was the ice cube.
I just want to see like, I just want to see an edit of like TRT Vitor or like John Jones walking into Salty Spittoon and just slipping on an ice cube and it being USADA.
USADA guy got me again.
Fuck you.
Yeah, I do.
I really want USADA to leave. As soon as USADA leaves, do you know how much money
Oh
the
my
UFC is
God,
making
so.
everywhere?
I don't like how it tastes though.
A lot.
Wait, if USADA left, Nick Diaz's suspension would go away. Chad Mendes' suspension would go away.
Chaz Mendez?
Chad Mendes has been suspended ever since the Conor fight.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't fucking know that.
He's been suspended since the Connor fight. And he's never been able to fight ever since. Like, it was like right after the Connor fight, it was an out of competition drug test that they did. I'm just letting it happen at this point.
What can you do?
Wait, you saw the guy diddled SpongeBob at the Weenie Hut Jr.
He diddled him in his sponge holes.
He diddled all my holes.
I'm gonna diddle your holes, Aaron, if you keep it up.
What holes are gonna diddle tonight?
I'm calling the police.
Call them, they can't undiddle your holes.
Call the police all you want, they can't undiddle what I diddled.
No, but they'll put you in jail so they can start diddling your holes.
Diddle as I please.
The Diddlemeister. Anyways.
What's the next topic?
I don't know. I really kind of ran out of topics.
Can I suggest a topic here?
What?
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk and the UFC. Let's consider this topic, right? His main sponsor obviously would be SpaceX.
Or Tesla.
Or it could be both. Why not?
Or PayPal.
Does he does own PayPal, huh? Yeah.
I know he was like a part of the...
Bitcoin. They say every time Bitcoin goes good, he says he kind of owns it, and then as soon as it goes bad, he's like, nope, it's not mine.
What if Elon Musk was USADA guy?
What if Elon Musk was just fucking Dana White in a mask?
I thought you were just saying, what if Elon Musk was just fucking Dana White?
I mean, that too, you never know.
Elon Musk doesn't even do that. He could just fucking pay somebody off, and he's like, yeah, I'm Dana White now. I legally changed my name.
How many is that, Chris?
Too many.
Let's count them.
Listen.
Let's count them. Alright, we're done.
No more kisses for you.
Did I get kisses?
Yes.
4 of them. Wow.
Budweiser Stallone versus Backpack Maya. That's a good one. Donald Cerrone versus Damian Maya. I'd watch that fight.
His name's Backpack Mariah.
Backpack Maya. It's just because Damian Maya literally won in one fight, jumped on some guy's back, got him in like, and like he's literally like was on him and he would not let go. It's me, Joe Rogan. It was me all along. Joe Rogan is the best. I think I want to end this with just like a huge picture of Joe Rogan on the screen. So I'm gonna go ahead and just look up a picture of Joe Rogan. Actually, I think I have one. I should.
For midnight pleasure time.
Just eat this fucking bag. Thanks, Sebby.
Sebi, I wanna again thank you for the background. I had to include those wolf tickets because the one that you sent me was not big enough for everything. Let me see. Is this it? It is. All right.
Are we able to play music over this thing?
No.
Damn.
Unless it's not copyrighted.
I'll start singing into the mic, guys.
So I am gonna leave everything like this. I'm gonna wait until I can see it on the screen. There it is. It's popping up soon. Listen, this has been fun. We've done this for about an hour and 7 minutes. I didn't think it would go this long, but
we didn't even talk about Bellator.
That was like the first thing we were gonna
That was
talk.
like the main thing we were supposed to
We'll
talk
save it for the second one that we'll do, most likely. I'm eating way too many Hershey's Kisses, and I'm probably gonna die tonight, but because Justin might kill me.
It's true.
Because these kisses are from his girlfriend.
So,
Nicole, if you're ever listening to this, I'm so sorry.
it's okay, I'll get you back.
You better not kiss me. I'm not saying that sentence. Anyways.
I'll have 3 whole bags.
Thank you. From the bottom of my heart. Traffic Jam, I love you. I will see you again soon. You now follow me on Instagram, so I can message you easier. Aaron, is there anything you want to say on your final thoughts?
I'm coming out as gay.
Never mind. Justin, anything you want to say on your final thoughts?
The IRA is completely justified. The British are fucking invaders of the Irish
Never
Isles.
mind. All right, Sam, anything you want to say?
I'd like to thank Sebby for being my #1 fan, always, all the time. Thank
I'm
you.
so glad Sam is the only normal one that we have in this group.
Also, suck my dick.
I take back
I was
everything
waiting
I
for
say about anybody anymore. I am now going to end this. Goodbye, everyone. Traffic Jam, I love you.